talk about some drills and target shooting that you can practice to play better doubles as a team. So we're not going to be going into strokes. It's more, we assume you have the strokes, now let's see how we use them. So some of you like ball machine drills, some of you like live people drills. They're both very good. If I had a tournament tomorrow, I would probably go on the ball machine because I wouldn't have to rely on a person to feed me the balls I needed, and I'll just go and repeat and drill the shot I needed to just repeat it over and over again to imprint it in my head. So the ball machine is a fabulous tool, and you can go as a team, as a doubles team, and practice various shots even as a team off the ball machine. So I would put the ball machine, if you had it, not in the middle, but represent a player, like in one side here, and have it shoot to these two players, and you would be feeling that it's coming from that player and you're playing doubles. Because one of the things we need to ask ourselves is, who is hitting the ball over there? And when we know that, we know what role and responsibility we have. All right, so if it's diagonally from us, which is usually is if I'm serving, I'm going to have to hit it cross court. That makes me automatically what? The workhorse. If I hit cross court, I have now become the workhorse. The workhorse has a bigger V, a bigger court to cover, because there's an angle involved that there isn't if the ball is straight ahead of you. So it's just pure geometry. If I hit the ball cross court and I face the person cross court, I have angles, I have much more court to cover than my poor partner up at the net. Not my poor partner, so to speak, but they may get the ball right at them, or they may get beat down the line, but besides that, the rest is mine. So you are responsible for more court when you're serving, unless you do Australian or some kind of combination in a formation where you're not the diagonal player afterwards. We can talk about that later. But I am workhorse if I hit cross court. Okay? So the returner usually will hit it back cross court. Why? Because it's to the deepest player. So doubles 101, hit to the deepest player until you can hit the winner at the closest player. That's a very, very basic way of playing, but it still holds true. So they want to return cross court back to me, or at least in the area that's mine. So that's a very important drill to practice. Okay? So let's say I'm the returner for right now, because I've set the targets up for that. If we want to play keep away, I don't know if you guys can see the, okay. So I'm returning the ball. It was served to me. My partner's standing here. There's like a very small, narrow corridor for me to hit it cross court. It seems like my partner has helped that little corridor by standing here. Now, if you hit it deep back here, that's the safest, the easiest. The one we all should do if it's a really bad day, just try for the highest percentage shot. But as soon as you feel a little bit more confident and the serve is not producing a lot of trouble, I'd like you to start thinking of hitting returns elsewhere. And one return that I would like to hit is here, because that's an open area. So a short cross court is really good, and a lob over this net person is really good. Those are the two open areas that we always have. So I think as a returner, as soon as a serve is not producing any problems for you, and you've made the previous shot, branch out and start different targets, which you'll only feel comfortable doing if you practiced it. So that little corner, I call them triangles because you guys know it's I see the court like this. So there's a triangle here, and there's a triangle here. From this person here, to make this triangle would be easier for their forehand or their backhand to make that. Forehand. Okay, so that's the highest percentage shot. This one, would it be easier with a forehand or backhand?
Either one.
Backhand. Because it goes across your body. So now we know, and I want you to teach that, what is the most natural shot? So my forehand here, if I don't take a big backswing and I more or less just push the ball, hitting it out in front at 2 o'clock early, it goes right over there. My backhand, if I don't take a big backswing and I just want to block the ball, it goes there. And now you have all of a sudden hit your two most natural shots into those open targets. So I would, of course, then try to set the ball machine up for those targets in the beginning. Start the little one over there with forehands first. Try the lob over there with a backhand. That's the easiest. 2 O's, 2 5s. Make it easy and doable. And then after that, you would do what? You would reverse it. And you would say, now try on a forehand and lob it down the line. And try on the backhand to do what? Hit it inside out to that little triangle over there. Why are those more difficult?
Really good batter here.
Because you have to reposition your body.
What's that?
You have to reposition your body in a different angle
Yes.
and turn more.
The early hits, look here out in front, it goes right there, 2 o'clock. For down the line, I have to turn more, it's a later hit. Contact plane is what? 3 o'clock. Well, if I'm late at 3, where does it go? Out. So there's not a big margin for error. But and that's one of the reasons I like to lob it, so if it's a little off or a little early, it still goes over the net person. But anytime you practice something hitting it at the latest spot, you are in a lower percentage than if you hit it out at 2 and 10, the higher percentage, because what happens if you're late on the 2 and 10? It still goes in. You guys follow me on that? I'm hitting it cross court. I want to hit it out at 2 here, as we talked about, but I'm a little late. It happened to go still in. But if you want to lob down the line, turn more, get your shoulders lined up, and learn that shot there. It's a super return. Why do we like to lob on this side? Because it's over their backhand if we're playing right-handers. Backhand shoulder is what you want to lob over, not a forehand shoulder where they're standing there eating you up alive. So I typically do one and I go, oh, he's left-handed, or she's left-handed. I've just been killed. I've killed my partner with an overhead. I realize when that left-handed guy's up there, I have to be more, I probably don't want to lob as much as when the partner's there with being right-handed. So look whether they're right-handed or left-handed as to how good that lob, how easy that lob is. So I'd like you to do on the ball machine those two corners. Those are the red triangles over there. And at random, whether it's a forehand or backhand, learn to hit these shots here. Key on the backhand to hit it there. Remember we did the box yesterday? This is an incredible way to practice that this foot here, if I get this out of the way, it opens up that shot. So when you are practicing this ball coming to the backhand, I need to get out of the way to create that angle over there. If you don't do that footwork, where's the backhand going to go? More in the middle of the court. So it's really about turning here. Turn on the side, and you hit that backhand right over here. It's a very short distance, not expected. It's a super shot. It's very, very hard for them to defend that, especially in our league, in our senior tennis, where we don't move so fast. Okay? So I would do the same on the ad court. Little triangle here, lob here. as well as the cross court. So you have 3 targets every time you're the workhorse. You want to keep it away from the net person. You have a target there, you have a target cross court, and you have a target lob. And I would really have you practice as a workhorse using those 3 at will. Most of you have one that's really good, number 2 so-so, and number 3 you never make. So try and make number 2 more that you can count on, and the 3rd, give it some help so you learn to use all 3. That will give the opponent fits, and that's what we're about. The workhorse needs to place the ball to make them move. And you're trying to set it up for your partner to get involved too. But I just think we typically just hit cross court too non-specific. If you notice here, I did not hit anything over the middle. Why? Because that's going to get poached by the net person. So really try and get the balls on the outsides to avoid the net person from getting it. Can't practice these targets enough. You can also have people standing here, have balls right in their feet, and try and find a triangle to get out of trouble. Because triangles are meant for you to get out of trouble. Middle is meant for you to hit a hard winning shot. What do? We hit safe shots over the middle. Loopy, high, safe shots right over here. Where's the ball?
Down to
Oh,
bottom.
wait, the bottom. Yes.
I moved it out. Okay, so what we do is we hit a safe shot right here. And it lands right in their diamond. If this guy doesn't get it, this guy's gonna now beat us down the middle. So if you avoid weak shots in the middle, but start moving them towards the corners for placement, you'll be playing better doubles. So I urge you to practice getting out of trouble by hitting to the triangles softly rather than middle softly. When do you go middle softly? When you're really in trouble. You can go, but then you want to go high. So if I do this, that's middle, but it's really high, I'm still safe. But try not to do middle mediocre. Like that ball there, you're not going to see anything good coming back. But if I hit the same weak shot there over there, it's already better. Can you see that? So push yourself to go towards more corners under stress, with spin, with placement, so you're not just giving the opponents these middle shots to put away. Okay? So, any questions on the targets?
What about a topspin lob? You know, you hit those high balls, they're always going to get back to them.
That's a defensive lob I was doing.
Yeah.
The top spin is offensive. Yep. That's when you could also drive it. If I have a shot here and it's sitting there, and I could drive it, and then I run and I choose to do a topspin lob instead, that's what that is. And it doesn't have to be very high. But they are covering the drive first. So the topspin lob has an arc like this. The defensive lob has an arc that's much steeper, and you're trying to buy time. You're not trying to buy time with the offensive lob. So the topspin lob is usually a lower percentage shot because you should go for the drive. If you have that easy of a shot, why are you lobbing it when you could just take them out with a drive? But it is important. I mean, it's a good shot to have. But if you miss it, you should probably say, I should have just driven it. Right? So what I'd like us to do is have talk about positioning and talk about workhorse to workhorse. So I'd like to have 2 people out first that are going to demonstrate a drill that I really think is important. Let's get ourselves ready. So two volunteers, please.
Come on, Brenda.
One on that side.
Come on, Brenda.
We're going to have you here. Where do you sit in there?
I embarrassed myself enough yesterday.
Oh, you know. All right, so
Just the idea of getting
I've given what's your name? Dean a home base, just as a reminder, and I have it pointed towards her opponent, that she's going to try pretty much to recover to that home after every shot. No matter what he hits, she needs to go back here. We're not coming to the net. Yes, I'll let you know. You're going to be back there, and you're going to recover back to the same spot she is. Do not come to net. So what I want you to do is, let's start with each person hitting 5 shots. That means it's 10 together. If you can do that, you are building confidence, consistency, reliability as a partner. So one drill would be, we're all playing as a team. Shadow doubles, this is called. It must bounce, hit and recover. And let's see if they can each hit 5 shots. So it would look like this. 1, back again. Okay, very interesting. So it's good. The ball bounced about here, right? Where's the second bounce going to be? Way back there. So if I want to make sure I get that back and I'm here, I would probably have gone back here and not felt so crowded. And you would have had a better chance of hitting that back because you're not going anywhere. You see how Jean went right in here on top of that ball and missed it kind of completely. So since we're not coming in, wait as long as you can, and just to be consistent. So, good, let it come to you, and back again, good, and back again, turn, good, good, keep the ball in play, stay back, wait for it, wait, there you go, wait, 1, 2, very good, 1, 2, okay, very nice. So Jean is standing there. There was a ball that bounced here that she easily reached from there. Wow. That normally would be, that's a short ball and people would be running up. She's not realizing how much time she's got. This was a big point and she needs to just not miss. This is what you need to do and be able to do till somebody misses. If your strategy is to outlast them. But we must learn to at least keep the ball in play like this. If you can do this, I can, as a partner, come in and be the terminator and look for poaching because I can rely on her not to make any errors or change direction for no reason. All those were kept away from the net person. So we would make it 10, then we would make it 20, then we would make it 30, then we would make it 100 until you know that you can do this. Okay? So now, I want you to come up to the service line. Okay, come inside and face Dean in an angle. You see his difference? His toes are facing here. He's covering the court better. Now we would do the same thing. He gets volley practice, you get ground stroke practice without freaking out. Because we're so used to somebody at the net, oh my God, I gotta hit it past them. No, you can hit a shot and make him volley and trust that if you hit a good shot, he's probably gonna have to hit it back in the court and you get a second chance. You're not gonna come up, you're gonna try and volley back to her. So if I was, what is your name again? Jimmy. I would aim about here. It's close enough to her feet that she can't hurt him. If his volley lands here, she has ample time to hit a harder passing shot. So for him, his goal is to keep her back. So all she has to do is get it back defensively, he can be safe. Would that be helpful in a match? You betcha. Not to lose patience, keep somebody on the baseline under pressure, hit well enough where she can't hurt him. He and his partner are looking good, but they're not trying to kill the shot. So let's try and do 5 again. You were not here yesterday, were you? Let's see if he does the volley how we would like him to do it. Yeah, he did. Now you hit it and stay and wait. There we go. Hit it out in front. Okay. And ready again. Wait and hit. Boom. Ready again. Good. Wait and hit. Ready again. Wait and hit. Nice. Much better than that first backhand you hit. If you saw a team practicing like that and you're going to play them in about 10 minutes, you'd be going, man, they're good. It looks like they have a purpose and a plan, right? So you isolate one piece and train it over and over again. You don't do it all every time. Come in, volley, put away. How are you ever going to master anything? So you're mastering the sense that a team is at the net and you happen to be here. Is it ideal? No, but you can still play keep away, or at least not miss. Try it one more time. And now hit it, and come back again. Good. And you see, she would, by not coming to the net, she really hit a much better shot because she was calm. And she just hit this shot and immediately was ready for what he might hit because she's here. He sees the middle open. So if she comes in from here, that middle is still open. So you have to immediately recover and understand what you have shown them as an opening and get it in case he makes it. Any questions on this? It's called shadow doubles. Then she would next time come up, let's have you come up here, you go back, and now your home is here, with 1 foot on each side, inside the line. Yeah. Okay, so that's kind of her home. So she is basically responsible for the same shot there as she was here. It's the same angle. Do you guys see that? We're right in line. Right now, most of her shots will not bounce, whereas back here they all bounce. The only difference. She's the workhorse. She's responsible for middle and angle. So, turn, and wait, yeah, just wait for it, and volley it back to Jimmy. Ready? She's too far in now. Come back again. Back a little. Good. Because if she comes in, she won't have that lob. If she closes in much farther than the service line, nobody will get this. So she's less aggressive than her partner would be. Come a little more in the middle. Center, 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 center. Yep. Her partner would be here. Right? So whatever I don't get, she can get it behind me. She backs me up. I'm the blocker. She's the workhorse who just gets whatever I don't get up here. But we're staggered. So you can see this line I've put here. If there was a partner, I would go back in this direction when the ball goes towards my partner. So let's have you go back on the baseline again. Sorry about the Denver, you can't hear. That's okay, I got you. All right, so when they're back there, my run is longer because there's more time. So try to rally again. So I'll be up here. I'll go back to here. I'll go up. I'll go back. So I travel along this line between the two bounces. It's very important you don't stay here and just go like this, because you'll just get lobbed really soon. When I slide back here, he sees that. Now you're not going to lob me, are you? Right? So he's not even thinking about lobbing because I'm here when we have the ball. Now what you might do is go down the line. So as she hits across court, I close the door to what he saw was an opening. He goes, nah, I can't go down the line now. So what's he going to do? Go cross court. And that's what I'm looking to poach on. So my poaching is going to go at a 90-degree angle from my line that I'm traveling in. And where does that line take me? To the net. You guys go in right lines that are even with the court, and you're poaching this way. That doesn't cut the ball off. This way cuts the ball off sooner. So our poaching line is a right angle but it's based on the ball she's hitting. I go up, then I cut, and that ball that was headed for you is mine on my side because I'm cutting the right way. If you're cutting this way, you have to go further over and you're never going to make them. Okay, so when we do this drill, then we add, after we've done it, simultaneously on two sides. They do cross court, we do cross court. After we've done that, with one up and one back, we then become a team. You guys follow me? Going over there, Jimmy, for a second. You just stay there. While they're going cross court, so are these two people. Hitting the same, just staying back here and recovering back. Just letting it, just learning what it's like to be back here, missing a little bit, not having any pressure. So we can do this at the same time, no danger. Shadow doubles, shadow doubles. I would go up here, probably at the same time she comes up. We do it at the same sides, so it's not that that person is up and you back because we're going to hit each other. So if you're there, you're still doing shadow doubles. I'm doing shadow doubles with Jim. We can probably still do that. Probably, I'm saying. The lower levels use the ball machine for this. The higher levels where you have control use live balls. Okay, so now I want to show you the, going back there again, Jim. So the next drill would be we become 4 people to a point. And I'm going to be doing, I'm demonstrating the Terminator roll. And I'm going to see, you're not going to come in, but if you get a short ball, you can come up to your home that she's already practiced some volleys from here, right? So she's now going to try and come up with you on the right side. Just go hurry. You can see. Okay, hold it 1 second. You see what I just did? Why did I hit it there and not there?
Because that's enough
There's
person.
a guy over there.
I got surprised. I wasn't ready for a big poach, and I didn't get us out of sync. I just hit it back to him like she hit it back to him. We're playing 2 against 1 right now. I don't have to hit it cross court because if I hit it cross court, it leaves us in the wrong positions. I kept her in the point. Nothing has changed if I hit it to him. I'm still the Terminator. What happens if I hit it cross court? I become what?
Workhorse.
Which means I should be here. She should theoretically be in front of me. I don't think there's time for that. So I helped her positioning by hitting it in front of myself. This is really an important thing. Yeah, you can hit him to me if you want. Okay, I'm back here. Now if you get a short ball, Jeannie, come in. Come in. And stop. Shot.
Yeah,
Nice.
Jimmy.
Very nice. You still want to stay back. You still stay back. Try to come in on a short ball. Do you have a question?
Yes.
Yes.
When the back person, the workhorse, sees the ball coming to the Terminator, we use that time to move in.
Yes, if you were only here, and now it comes to the Terminator, and especially when I hit it back to Jimmy, use that time as if you had hit it and come in.
Right.
Yes. Now, if you were back here, no, it's too far. If it just came to the net person, and I hit it right back to Jimmy, she wouldn't have any time. It's not enough time to come in. But had she been here, and it came there, she can go all the way up. Because I really want her to make it up to here, or it's not worth it. Yeah, it's not worth to start from one home and only get halfway. You need to be at a home when that ball bounces and it's really quick. But if she was on her way in, she could continue. Good point. Yes.
So if you're the Terminator, Jimmy hits you a higher ball that you can put away, you put it away, right?
I can put it away on an angle.
Yeah,
Yes.
over here.
And I would then look to be defending the lob that comes back. So if I do hit this cross court, I never stand and watch it. I immediately go back a couple steps. To hit a ball to me a little lighter, it's kind of an easy ball. I might go like this. You know, I'm looking where it went, but I immediately make myself the workhorse.
Okay.
She's not going to make it up, but we still have the middle covered
Yeah.
and all that. If you have a put away there, that's a put away that goes between the team in that direction. Really try, if you're going to hit it cross court from here, to get it out of the court, not to that player. Really through the team. And probably not even down the middle. Through the middle of the team or in that direction is the true coach. But I want this person to just practice the movement. You know, so it's here, here. So I'm sliding, facing everybody. As I'm not getting any balls, I'm still serving a big purpose in the point.
So you don't face Jimmy. You stay.
I face Jimmy when Jimmy has the ball.
Okay.
Like this. But as soon as it goes to you, I open up and I peek a little bit. I want to look and see where's she ending up, where do I need to be? Because if he hits a ball way out in the bleachers there, that's going to pull me over more. So I need to see how it actually affects you. So this line is your direction, but if she's up, come on up a little bit, Jeannie. So now, right there's good. It's going to be going to her quicker. I will probably only take half a step. I might not even have time for that if it's going fast. But we're still trying to hit this ball where? In front of me, to keep us in the right position. And only change direction until we both feel we have a good chance to arrive like this. Okay? So let's have you there again. So this is called 2 against 1. So yours, back again. Yours. Yep, very good. There was coverage on that, right? If Jean had come up, we would have not had that shot. So we'll just, and this could be a ball machine, it could be a person. 2 against 1. Very good. Back. So what I'd like her to see is to have an underspin, because that brings the ball deeper. If we hit deep volleys, they cannot hurt us. We hit short volleys, they'll probably come and take us over. So let's reverse roll. Let's have you go up there. You're in front of me. So I'm at my home here. We're ready. Good. So is that a reflex volley? There's no time to move, but you certainly can block the ball right back to Jimmy. She has less time than me. She has one thought in mind. I gotta keep it in front of myself to save Helle. She changes direction. We're in bad position. Yes. Get up. Yes. Good. Stay there. So again, I'm hitting it there in front of my partner to keep us in somewhat right position. For discipline. If we can win the points 2 against 1 here, we don't even have to go at this guy. We're isolating a player, in other words. Somebody's at the baseline, let's isolate them till they miss. And it will build patience. Does it mean you never hit it straight? No, of course not. But for training purposes, we do the discipline again. If I want to win this point, I'm going to go to Jimmy every time and not take a chance. And eventually, he will miss or hit it out if we just do the same thing. Okay? So now let's see. So now I'd like us to just show what happens if Gene changes direction. Let's have another player over there, fourth, come up, please. Somebody volunteer? We got one here.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Go.
Is it Jay? Yeah. All right. So now he's going to be. So if we're like this, and we keep hitting back to Jimmy, Jay would actually work on getting back with Jimmy to help him. Because it's just a matter of time before he's going to get killed, right? So as I hit it back deep to Jimmy, you would start skipping back a little bit. Yeah, so you go back a little bit. Go back. Good. Nice shot. Not full enough. Go back again, Jay. Here we go. Good shot. So, back, Jay. Go back. Good. Now I might go here. Did you see how we actually played pretty good doubles there?
Yeah.
When I was up there, Gene hit it in front of me. That was really helpful. We didn't have to keep switching. Who changed direction? The workhorse did. I did. I changed when I felt I had a shot where I could penetrate against Jay a little bit. I went in, and then he will often avoid me and hit it to my partner who's now been pushed back a little bit. Now I want you to try and hit one to Jean, and she's going to change direction with Jay. So be ready for a middle shot here, Jay. Yours? That's what happens. I can't stand here. I've become the. If I went for this, Jay's going to beat me here. So as soon as I went to Jay, I'm the Terminator. He hit it cross court and weren't ready for the high one after. Do that again. Hit it to Gene. Good. So you should be more in the middle, Jay. That's your ball all day. Yep. Good. Good shot. That theoretically was mine. Because Gene is going back and I'm coming forward. I would have had that. Nice shot. Go straight. Change direction. A little closer to the net. Get it a little easier, Jimmy. A little lighter. So you're changing direction. Go! Watch the car. Yeah, nice.
You would have got it.
Obstacle. It's the obstacle course.
That's the third person.
But when I was this close to the net and I hit it in front of myself, it was really obvious that it was hers, right? So again, hit the shot that sets your team up for a better positioning. Jean is up. I'm back. If she changes direction, she's changing the dynamic of our responsibilities. If you hit it straight, we stay together. Does that make sense? So now Jay, go all the way back. We pushed him all the way back. And now we're getting into the 2 up, 2 back drill. This is, you can practice the system over and over again. You guys stay back. Hit all sorts of shots. Lobs, drives, dinks. Be like a backboard back there. And all we're going to do is move according to where they are. We need to see where they are, so where we're moving to. So right here, I'm going to hit it cross court. We're ready. And we're staying on him for a second. Up, way up. Nice. Nice shot. Now Jimmy hit it straight. Come on up again. Was that smart?
Yep.
Yes, because look what I'm looking at. I'm looking at that hole that he has created by coming up. So by hitting it straight ahead, you kept your partner in the point. When you're in front of your partner, hit it in front of yourself. When you're behind your partner, hit it in front of them. I know it's all words, right? But this is what we're doing right now. I'm hitting it in front of Jean. We're staying together here. I'm going to hit it now to Jay. Back up to you. Nice shot. Okay, you can hit it anywhere. Yep, nice. Out! Okay. So did you see how close I got? Which would take us to Terminator. Have 3 stations. All are in front of the partner. You at the service line. So workhorse is here. Jay is my Terminator guy, right? I would either be here, here, or here. Probably closer to the line, the closer I get. And these 3 positions have to do with how deep the ball is. If the ball is really short, which it was, right? It was really short and he came running up, most people back up. That's when you go really close. So the closer the bounce, the closer you are. Did you see how close I was when you came up?
I wasn't paying attention.
But he hit it out, didn't he? Because I was up there and he didn't really want to hit my racket, so I forced him to hit it out if he was going in my direction. If I'd stood here, he would have probably hit me, and I wouldn't have been able to get out of the way. Now, if it's really deep, I would just be here. So if it's really deep, I don't have to be any closer, because I might get the lob. It's not going to be medium. Okay, medium, I'll hang around here. Good. Now deep again. Okay, now here, what do? I go up. Good shot. That's the movement of the Terminator. I made him do it. He made the shot under pressure. I say, nice shot. I didn't get it. But you move with the ball. The closer the ball, the closer the Terminator. The farther back I would be here. Why is that? Because if it's back deep, he's going to lob it, so why would I make it easy for him to lob it by being too close? If I'm here, I can get anything high over me and I can save Jean from having to run back. I'm still in front of my partner. If it's really deep, she can even be out of the box. Look, go back a little bit. Yours. Oh, hold it, it should not bounce.
No.
It shouldn't bounce, should it? Why? Because what's he trying to do? Buy time? Don't cooperate with the opponents. Right? They're trying to buy time. We do not want to give them time to let it bounce. So do that again. You ready? In the air, in the air. Good. Yours. Good. Oh, he got me. Nice. Nice. Her volley landed a little shorter. I wasn't quite ready for it. Now, I would have liked her to hit somewhere else. Go up there again. Where do you think she could have hit the ball? It was relatively easy. Straight ahead.
To Jimmy.
To Jimmy. That was an opportunity to change, and she could have, put a little on it and become the Terminator. Because we had stood like this for the longest time. And it's only a matter of time because he gets us, before he gets us. So, the drill here is change direction when you can, by hitting it in front of yourself, but only when you can. So we'll play first to 5,